I'm not even gonna hold you. The Doechii hate is starting to feel so forced. I think it's starting to develop its own gravitational pull. And that's crazy.
Catch me when you see me, when you see me greet me, or you'll catch a bleed.
What's up? What's Gucci? What's good? It's your girl JB the Glue. Lately, it kind of feels like Doechii has become the internet's newest punching bag for no other reason besides the fact that she's winning.
But see, people hate on you when you shining, see?
And honestly, I think that's a little weird. It's kind of too common of an effect. Someone starts to get a little famous, the next thing you know, the hate starts to pour in. In today's video, we're gonna get into the reasons why this is happening to Doechii right now, and along the way, maybe debunk some of the narratives around her. But first, don't forget to like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the fam. As you can see, we got ourselves a little setup now, you know? So I promise I will be uploading way more frequently. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn that bell notification on so you can be notified every time I drop. I don't know what this is. I'm hands, I'll put them down. Anyways, let's get on to the video.
Boom bap, rap, rappity rap, rappity rap, boom bap.
Okay, so boom. One of the first negative things that I saw about Doechii was the whole Harriett Tubman slave music thing. This all dates back to December 2024 when she was a guest on the Stephen Colbert Show. She was promoting her newest mixtape, Alligator Bites Never Heals, and she performed 2 songs from the tape, Boiled Peanuts and Denial is a River. If you haven't seen the performance, I recommend you go check it out. It's actually really freaking good. Someone reposted the video on Twitter saying that her Harriett Tubman slave music is a cheat code to being respected in rap. First of all, what do you mean by that? Second of all, I know exactly what you mean by that. And I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. That shit is racist. Like, God forbid the girl has some lyrical content in her music. Comments like that are the reason why Drake think it's okay to say that Kendrick be rapping like he's trying to get the slaves free. The disrespect of lyrical rap music is something that's really starting to get on my nerves, because the same people that'll criticize an artist for being too lyrical, miracle, spiritual are the same people that criticize other artists for only talking about drugs, killing, and It makes no sense because rap can't be put in a box. Rap music is so unique because there's no one way to do it. Future and Gucci are not what you would consider lyrical, spiritual, but I dare you to say that they're not respected in the rap game. It also really goes to show how much people really don't know this girl's discography, because if you did, you know that Shawty has range. Yes, she is barred up, but she's also an alternative girly that gives it up for the girls, the gays, and the theys. She can go from a song like Boom Bap to another song like Alter Ego, back to a song like Yucky, Blucky, Fruitcake, and it's all still her. Doechii actually responded to all of this with a, in my opinion, 10 out of 10 response, so instead of summarizing it, I'm just gonna read it to y'all. Our music has always been deep, it's always been complex, and it's always been soulful/spiritual. We use hip-hop to evolve, to protest, to celebrate, etc. Art/music plays a role in why a lot of us are proud to be Black today. Our culture is all through these genres. Don't let these people brainwash you into disconnecting from the soul of hip-hop by convincing you it isn't cool or it's too deep. It's always been that deep, and it should stay that way. We created it. Once we lose the soul, we've lost the genre. Nobody should redefine our art form but us. Anybody talking about hip-hop that makes you think or makes you feel something should immediately be recognized as an op. Ask yourself what they gain from us watering down our music, taking the soul out, only discussing surface level topics, and becoming less conscious. Only a specific group of people benefit from us not being introspective. Tighten up.
Message!
Honestly, too good. Heavy on the watch out for the ops. We just gonna move on to the next topic.
Doechii, why don't you introduce yourself to the class?
The one thing that's really grinding my gears is the whole
Doechii is an industry platform
narrative. because honestly, it's so stupid.
I didn't say you were
That's
holding.
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Some people really love to use words they clearly do not know the meaning of. This is usually through nepotism, connections, wealth, all that good stuff that Doechii did not have. You want a good example of an industry plant? In my opinion, Miley Cyrus. Not to say that the girl isn't super talented. She can sing real well, she can act her ass off. Not gonna take that from her. But let's think about it here. She's a Nepo baby. Her father is Billy Ray Cyrus, super huge country star. 2, she's a child star through Disney. And we all know the machine that the mouse has going on over there. So if a kid can sing, dance, and act, best believe the mouse is gonna have them singing, acting, and dancing.
Well, maybe we'll just refuse to go on stage. Woof! You don't talk to me like that! You little piece of sh**! Get the up! Get the up! Now, do we have a problem? No, sir. No, Mr. Mouse. No, Mr. Mouse.
And for those of us that grew up with Hannah Montana, you would know that not only did they make her put out music as Hannah Montana, she also put out music as Miley Cyrus. So when she decided that she was done being a Disney star, she was able to move that audience that Disney helped her cultivate into her adult career. And look at where she's at now. Like, that right there, that's an industry plan. Doechii, again, had none of that. Honorable mention, the 2 brothers from Naked Brothers band, Alex and Nat Wolf. I learned about this recently. Super Nepo babies, super duper industry plants, but super duper duper crazy talented kids like baby Mozarts. Like, look it up. I'm not even gonna get into it into this video, but that blew my mind when I found that out recently. Anyways, people are acting like Doechii fell out of the sky one day, dropped the mixtape, and won a Grammy, which is far from the truth. I know times is hard right now, eggs are $8, but Google is free. Doechii has been grinding for years, and the proof of that is documented on her YouTube page for everyone to see. To call her come up anything but organic is honestly ridiculous, because you can watch back when she was a starving artist trying to figure this shit out and waiting on her big break.
So I got fired today. I don't give a to be honest. Either way, I'm gonna be straight. I think tomorrow, I'm just gonna go to a whole bunch of like studios and like ask if they have any internships open, and also just like ask questions. Like, I don't.
That big break came in November of 2020 when she dropped her EP, All the Places You'll Go, which had the hit song Yucky, Blucky, Fruitcake, which went viral all over TikTok. She said she spent her last dime on that project, and clearly it paid off because it got the attention of TDE. In 2021, she featured on Isaiah Rashad's song What You Said, and she also opened for SZA's tour. TDE eventually signed her the following year in 2022. Her first drop with TDE was Persuasive, which is actually the song that got me into her. I definitely heard Yucky, Blucky, Fruitcake all over TikTok, but because the part of the song that was going viral was like the very beginning, so you don't really hear too much of the song, I wasn't really too enthused to go check it out myself. But after getting hooked on Persuasive, obviously I went back, checked her other stuff, heard that song, and I was like, yeah, she definitely has a fan in me, and I've been a fan ever since. Funny enough, I also knew and liked that Isaiah Rashad song. I just kind of figured the person on the vocals was SZA. I never really went and checked, but now, like, listening to the song, I definitely can hear Doechii and not SZA, so yeah, that was kind of funny. Fast forward to August 2024, she drops her mixtape, Alligator Bites Never Heal. And everyone's in agreement. It's an amazing project. The standout song being Denial is a River, which is a song where she basically goes and talks about everything that she's been through since 2021. Her label does exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and they promote the shit out of her and the project. She does the rounds. She did the Stephen Colbert show like we talked about earlier. She also does a Tiny Desk performance that's amazing. Check it out. She also does a Genius open mic featuring Issa Rae. Also pretty cool. You should check it out. And on top of that, she featured on Tyler the Creator's album Chromacopia on the song Balloons, and then got to perform at Camp Flog Gnaw. So safe to say that 2024 was a great year for her. For the 2025 Grammys, she gets 3 nominations and takes home the win for Best Rap Album, being the 3rd female and the 2nd mixtape to ever do so. Big ups to her on that. But this is where I feel like the industry plant allegations really started to ramp up. Because to the masses, she was, again, this girl that fell out of the sky and just beat J. Cole, Eminem, Common, and Future for the best rap album of the year. To some people, the only way that that could even be possible was for her to be a plant that TDE bought the win for.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
I've seen people cite the reason why she didn't deserve to win that award was because compared to everyone else in the category, her album sales were much lower. And to those people, I'm gonna look you dead in your face when I tell you you're stupid.
Stupid.
Because that's not what the Grammy gives out awards for. If that's the kind of stuff you want to see awarded, you need to be paying attention to the Billboard Awards, where in that equivalent of a category, I think it's the top rap album, Drake took home that award because obviously he probably had the most streams, he probably had the most sales because it's Drake. So you need to be paying attention to the Billboard Awards. But when it comes to the Grammys, 9 times out of 10, they're awarding the content of whatever is being nominated. So the song, the album, whatever. Honestly, academics has rotted a lot of y'all's minds to think that album sales are the only thing that determine what makes good music. It's honestly really sad how many people refuse, not even don't, they refuse to use their own judgment to determine what they like and don't like and need a chart to tell them what is good. When this year's Grammy nominations came out, for me it was definitely between Future or Doechii for Best Rap Album. Sorry J. Cole, you named that might delete later. It would be crazy if they gave you the award and you deleted it later. But anyways, yeah, for me, it was between those 2 projects. For me, I was rooting more so for Doechii than for Future and Metro. I loved We Don't Trust You. It was a good project, but for me, Doechii's Alligator Bites Never Heal just was a little bit more content to consume. No disrespect, but once you've heard one Future song, you kind of heard them all. It's always going to be a bop, but it's kind of always going to be a little bit of the same thing.
Sensational.
Plus, I also want to add, compared to everyone else in that category, Doechii was the only one really doing the rounds to really promote herself. Everyone else kind of just dropped the project and went back inside. And you gotta remember, the Grammys is like senior superlatives, you know? You have to campaign. Yeah, the prom queen is probably gonna be the most popular girl in school, but she's still gonna put up them posters and make sure that she gets your vote. And also, on top of that, she, compared to Future's album at least, she had, I think, almost no features in that album, which probably tipped some votes in her favor versus Future's album, which had a couple features, I think about like 5. Low-key still under the industry plan thing, but has grown into its own 3-headed monster, is the hate for her song Anxiety. It's kind of crazy how much people dislike this song now.
Ugh.
Worst song ever.
Originally, the song was written and recorded back in 2019 before she was ever signed or famous. And after the success of her 2024 mixtape, her fans, and I want to stress this so bad, her fans kept asking for her to officially release the song, so her label did what was supposed to be done and released the song, because what? There was demand for it. Sometime after the song is released, the narrative around it being overplayed started to really get going. And to me, I don't necessarily agree, I guess, with the word overplayed, because in my mind, when I think music being overplayed, I'm thinking radio play. And who in our Lord's 2025 is still listening to the radio?
No one.
If it looks like the lighting changed, it's because it did. Sun went down. For some reason, it takes me forever to make these videos, but don't say I didn't tell you. Yeah, you know, jump scare, I know. Now, I think the word that people are looking for is viral, because for damn sure, that song has gone viral. If you go on Instagram or TikTok, scroll for a little bit, you will at some point encounter that song. And I can fully understand that getting on your nerves. Like, it kind of reminds me of that song Happy by Pharrell. Like, I remember around 2012, 2013, that song was everywhere. And I'm at the point now that if I never hear that song ever again, it'll be a blessing. I can understand how anxiety can be someone's happy. As long as we can keep the hate towards, I'm tired of hearing this song, and not, oh, I hate the person who made the song, I'm all for it. I honestly don't care. Mind you, this is her first song to break into the top 10, so I'm pretty sure she doesn't really care what the discourse is, because clearly it's working on someone. You may not like it, but obviously somebody else loves it. I kind of like the song, to be honest. Like, it's not nothing that crazy. I definitely have other songs by her that I like more, but I would never say that, oh, this song is annoying, or like be, I guess, irritated if it came across my feed. Maybe if it came across my feed like back to back. Maybe I don't scroll on TikTok enough to encounter that. I don't know. Other than it being everywhere right now, another criticism that I've seen a lot about this song is that people are saying that it relies too much on the sample. Again, that's something I just don't agree with.
Oh no ma'am. Oh no ma'am. No ma'am.
Just in case you didn't already know, the song samples the smash hit Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye? Gotye? We're gonna go with Gotye. If I'm wrong, eat me up in the comments, but for this video right now, we're going with Gotye. So it samples the song, but it doesn't really take anything else from it after that. Like, Anxiety fully is its own song, which compared to a lot of other songs nowadays that when they sample older songs, they usually, you know, pick little things from the songs to use in their song to kind of like bring your, I guess, your brain back to the original song. But other than the beat, the song, it's its own song. She's not talking about relationships or anything like that. She's, like the title of the song, talking about anxiety. You know, since it is such a relatable topic, it's probably the reason why it resonates with so many people and why it was able to break into the top 10. And probably is the reason why it's gone viral and has a trend connected to it, because it's really just that easy. I refuse to believe that it's because she used the sample and didn't really change it too much, because that's all too common in hip-hop. We have Lil Wayne, who is literally the GOAT of taking someone else's song, making his own version, putting it out, and then his version surpassing the original song. That was actually kind of messed up. we're not gonna talk about it right now, but low-key, that's kind of green as fuck. Rappers do this all of the time. Tyler recently just did it with his song That Guy, which he took the beat for Kendrick Lamar's Hey Now, and Tyler's version is fire as I listen to it all the time. It's part of hip-hop, especially the whole sampling part, because a lot of your favorite songs are samples of songs that you've probably never heard of before. Come on, guys. I can't. I refuse to believe that it's because she used the sample. Stop it. Stop the madness.
C-A-P. Cap.
And I also want to add this perspective in here. Remember how I said she originally made this song in 2019? Imagine making a song using the sample to a song that's super huge, and in your mind, you'll probably never get a chance to get that song or that sample cleared. Fast forward, you become a super mega star, and now you can get the sample cleared. Why not do it? Shit, I would do it.
Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check.
To finally end this little segment about this whole industry plant nonsense, I just want to say, if Doechii is a plant, she is literally the seed that we watched grow from the ground and turn into a flower.
Did I lie? Did I lie?
Like I said before, to say that she's anything but organic is ridiculous.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
The next, I guess, controversy on this list would be the whole straight men are red flag situation. Back in March of this year, Doechii and her DJ, Miss Milan, visited Hot Ones and they did their Versus challenge. One of the questions that Doechii was asked was, what are her dating red flags? Keyword here are dating. Her dating red flags, all right? And she responded with straight men.
Okay, what's my biggest dating red flag?
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time what would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
but that's
what
not
do you
what I
mean
put.
you don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay, this is a huge red flag for me.
All right. You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say men.
Now this had all the red pill incel internet boys in a tizzy, because how dare this queer woman have a preference that doesn't include straight men like them? How could they support the music of a person who wouldn't date a person that identifies as straight like they do? You see how that doesn't make any sense, y'all?
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Doechii is very open about her queerness, and in the past has mentioned that she has no issue dating a bisexual man, being that she herself identifies as a bisexual woman, so it would not make any sense to discriminate against a person who is just like her.
Delilah's a river. I titled it that because I was dealing with somebody who was lying to themselves. But anyways, that was never the problem. I think the problem was that you cheated on me. You also could have let me know up front, you know, what your style was. I'm bisexual. That's cool. I've dated a bisexual man. No problem.
It's different when it's a man.
Let me know what it is up front.
Yeah. So you can make your decision. Yeah.
Let me know what it is up front. I'll accept you for who you are. It doesn't really matter. I think it's like cheating on top of lying and secrecy about just who you are as a person.
Also, and I do not want to generalize here, a lot, not all, but a lot of straight men tend to be either homophobic or have homophobic tendencies.
Why should I have to apologize? I saw gay, so I said gay. That ain't bullying, that's an astute observation.
So to me, it makes all too much sense that she probably wouldn't be too interested in someone that most likely doesn't share her views, or 8 out of 10 will say something or do something homophobic that she's just not cool with. So just to not have herself in them situations, she just doesn't engage with straight men. It's honestly not too crazy of a concept to understand. So the fact that that had people so up in arms is it's honestly hilarious. Like, it's kind of like a vegan being asked what are their dinner time red flags, and if they were to say like red meat or pork, and then all the meat eaters in the room were like,
oh my god, how dare you say you don't like red meat and pork? You need to leave.
That's literally what those guys are doing. So to me, I don't
Brother, what's that?
To finish off this segment, because I truly do not want to waste any more time talking about this, because it truly is so stupid. For all the guys out there that are up in arms saying that they won't support her anymore because she, I guess, literally just said that she's not into straight men, you are not doing yourself any favors when it comes to not being seen as a red flag. I just want you to know that right here, right now. Even to straight women, you look crazy, bro. All right? The last and most recent thing to go down involving Doechii would have to be that Met Gala situation, which I'm choosing to call Umbrella Gate. A video went viral of Doechii essentially going off on her staff because she was trying to get more umbrellas, because it looks like she was trying to hide her look from the paparazzi that were literally surrounding her, and the people did not like it, not one little bit.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Look at this. So they. Oh. Doechii.
Yes, I'm ready. Give me another. No, stop. Give me another umbrella now. Another one right there, and another one.
And another
Need another one.
Another umbrella.
Excuse me.
Two more umbrellas. Two more umbrellas. I'm so ready. This is cool.
All right, make a path, everyone.
Clear a path.
Move.
Clear a path here. Clear a path.
And do not let that. I will not.
You look great.
Call me crazy, but I don't really see too much wrong with that video. I'm sorry. Like, fully, I don't see anything wrong.
Huh?
Well, I'm not gonna say I don't see anything wrong. Is she being a little assertive? Sure. Was she being a little mean? I guess you can call that being mean for sure. But at any point, do you see her call anyone out their name? Call anybody stupid? Put her hands on anyone? No, she just wanted her umbrellas, y'all. Like,
He's out of line, but he's right.
for the Met Gala to just be some fundraiser to raise money for the Fashion Institute, it could really be a super high pressure event for the people that take it really seriously. And for Doechii, who this was her first Met Gala, and she's known for her fashion, she knows for her sense of style, this was probably a very big moment for her. From the way it seems, they had plans set out to make sure that she wasn't seen, and from the way it looks, it was not going as planned. So she got a little loud with them. So what? If this was Kanye, y'all would have been eating this shit up. Like, let's get into it.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the up. Something that Nicki Minaj once said in like the early part of her career that literally is still relevant to almost every female artist now is that if a guy does something, he's a boss. But if a girl does it, she's a...
When Wayne walks on a set and say, don't talk to me, have my music ready, get the up out of my face and I'm gonna blow this in your face all day, is cool, but every time I put my foot down and stand up for myself, it's like, we've heard about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj shut down a photo shoot. Oh my God, no one wants to work with Nicki Minaj. I'm glad you heard. Now, when I come to a photo shoot, let it be of quality. When I am assertive, I'm a. When a man is assertive, he's a boss.
Bossed up.
He bossed up.
Yeah, he bossed up.
No negative connotation behind bossed up, but lots of negative connotation behind being a.
Beyonce has also made comments about this. I kind of call it the fair versus polite conversation.
You know, my father taught me so much about being a businesswoman, and I'm understanding him a lot now. And I think I've realized that business and being polite, it doesn't match. I mean, you can be fair, but me being polite was not me being fair to myself.
With that situation, I'm not even gonna fully be like, oh,
You can't criticize her on that.
like, if you feel like she's being rude, then okay, whatever, it's really not that deep. But it's the people that take it way further than that. People like that waste the space Aiden Ross, who decided to come out the side of his mouth to talk about her. Crazy. Like, beyond the point that this Met Gala situation even went. He took it way further than that.
Everyone, oh, Doechii rant? Oh, dude, don't get me started on that. Hey, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that industry plant. Don't get me started. You guys can say whatever you want about me, but one thing about me is I'm not an industry plant. I've been streaming for like a long time now. Doechii, the umbrella clip pissed me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of she is, bro. She deserves, bro. I'm not joking, bro. Stop listening to her music. Cardi and Abel, why would you give her a feature on a remix? You shouldn't have cleared it. She's just the worst. She's a piece of She stole someone like that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible. Jake Future, what's up, my dog? So Doechii. 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 Okay? She has zero talent.
If it wasn't for the fact that he was able somehow to get rappers to come on his stream, we wouldn't know who this jit is. He was literally Andrew Tate's lapdog, sniffing on that man's chair.
You know this.
I have work to do. I'm done. I fixed you.
Where you going? I'm ready, bro. I'm really gonna do this shit. Y'all don't understand, bro. I'm really.
Gross. So for him to call her unintelligent when it's in 4K that you can't read.
What does a fascist mean?
It means you are a far right authorization ultra analyst. What? Analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is.
And for him to call her untalented when all he does is play slots on streams and tries to get kids into gambling.
You know, I've never seen you smile before. Do you have a soul?
I don't do gambling online. I mean, I would say more evidence of having
How
a soul.
does doing gambling online determine if you have a soul or not?
Well, because you have no problem peddling gambling to children, and that's a more soulless act than not smiling. Wouldn't you agree?
It's fun.
It's just way too egregious. It really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's terrible, Your Honor. He's really terrible.
I had recently seen some clips online. I guess Ak was on stream and Aiden called him and was crying and moaning about losing some brand deals or some sponsorships because they had seen, I guess, the clip of him talking out the side of his mouth about Doechii.
You know what's crazy? Oh my God, I'm so mad at my PR was finally getting better. I had 2 deals lined up. Same with DD. I was talking to him. We lost both my deals. On God.
Yo, like they f***ed up DDG yesterday, didn't they?
Yes, bro. got my shit. Like I had an ad deal too. I was gonna do, bro. I'm mad as gag. I was like, it's not even about the money. It's just because like I want to do it. Cause it's like, damn, it was a big ad. It was a big deal. So it's like,
just the tone of the way him and Ak were speaking made it seem as if he should have all right to say these kinds of things about her, and there shouldn't be any kind of consequences to it. And to me, it doesn't click. I don't even understand why companies even want to work with a freaking atomic bomb like him, because you never know when he is going to say some horrible shit. As I am saying this, to me it makes no sense why I'm making a video about why people hate Doechii when Aiden is right there. Y'all can hate Aiden. Diddy's like, look at the Diddy does. Y'all can hate Diddy, but y'all choose to hate Doechii. That don't make no sense to me.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
And real quick, because he mentioned it, Doechii being on that Timeless remix has nothing to do with Doechii. It has everything to do with The Weeknd and possibly Playboi Carti. Because why? Because it's their song. So the fact that people like him are saying that they shouldn't have cleared the verse makes no sense, because it's their song. If she is on the song, she didn't just wake up one day, put a verse on the song, and told them to put it out. No, she was asked to come in and put a verse on this song.
Stupid.
Now, was it unnecessary?
Well, sorta, kinda.
She didn't really add too much to the song, but she didn't take away anything from the song either. So, if she was included in that song and you think that her addition is unnecessary, then you need to pick that shit up with Abel, because at the end of the day, it's his song. He wanted her on it, and he put it out.
I just want to help you, Abel.
Shut the f up! Shut the f up! Shut up! What are you doing? What the f are you doing?
Last point on Umbrella Gate, Doechii, and to be honest, every artist, every celebrity, all these people that we watch on screens and that we don't know personally, newsflash, they don't know what the fact that we in our minds think that they should be, I guess, nice is a non-factor. Let's be honest here. They're here to entertain us.
Are you not entertained?
If they're doing that job and they're not out here hurting people, then we shouldn't necessarily care. Yeah, we can make our comments and all that other shit, but if you see a person is an artist and they have diva tendencies, you shouldn't be shocked. That should be the last thing that should shock you. Famous, rich people being a little rude. I'm sorry, but that just happens to be a thing, y'all. So yeah, these celebrities, they're not Mother Teresa. They're not the Dalai Lama. They ain't the Pope. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think they're all very nice people all the time. You're not even a nice person all the time. So why the would you expect Doechii to be? Now, just to wrap this whole video up in a bow, to Doechii, if you randomly ever come across this video and you make it to the end, first off, hey girl, hey, and second of all, the haters and keep doing what you're doing, because honestly, girl, you're great. You're raw, and to me, I believe that you're a generational talent. What the peanut gallery gotta say, and keep doing you. And also, it's just nice to see an artist from the South really get on and pop, because in my opinion, I feel like it's just too far and few in between. Being a part of the underground scene myself, I know of and seen a lot of amazing artists that truly, just like her, need that one big break. So to see that she was able to make it happen can give other artists that were just like her in her same position, that same hope to keep working, because maybe one day, you never know, TDE might want to sign you. That's all I really gotta say. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the fam. Bring it in, we give hugs. And follow me on all my socials. It's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at jbtheglue. It's my name, so it should be easy to find. And with that out of the way, drive fast, take chances, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work.